we should have this phenomenal, outstanding woman speak.
Hi, my name is Dominique Shorter-Taylor, and I am not your typical BCBA.
Well, this is a story all about how my life got turned upside down. But no, for real, this is a story of how I was a keynote speaker at WIBA Conference, and I'm going to take you with me on the entire journey. So let me set the stage, pun intended. I just landed in Atlanta for the WIBA Conference, and what's the first thing on my mind? Nope, not lunch, not checking into my hotel. I had to see the stage I'd be presenting on, the main stage. And when I tell you it was giving Beyoncé Renaissance tour vibes, I mean seriously, who set up this stage? The Beehive? The room was massive, over 1,000 seats, and that's not even counting those who were viewing online. Oh, in the hotel, jaw-dropping. I walked into my suite and the view, let's just say it felt like the city of Atlanta itself was cheering me on. Like, go Dom, go Dom. I had to pinch myself because it didn't feel like it was real.
They gave us a complimentary charcuterie board. They must have known, like, this was my fave. Absolute fave. Come, let's take a tour. Let's take a tour. I feel like they say this is a big rich town.
But that first night, I had to get some rest because, babe, your girl had 4 major events lined up over the next few days. 4. I was about to be living my best world tour life. Beyoncé, call me. Day 2 kicked off strong. First up, a panel on breaking barriers in ABA with a powerhouse. Quintara Tucker, Parham, Olivia Hird, and Marquii Jacobs. Talk about a squad.
Enhance its overall effectiveness. So, Dom?
Well, one thing that I would like to say is social media. It kind of gives us permission to disseminate in unconventional ways. I remember my first time that I applied for an ABA program, because there were 2 times, but the first time, one of the professors want you guys to get a Twitter account and post every single day what you learned on Twitter. I thought that was so cool, and it served 2 functions. So it allowed you to have a permanent product of what you learned, but it also disseminated. So let's say she had 50 classes come after us. It's 30 of us. I'm not a math major, but that's a lot of tweets that's going out about ABA. So I like to take that same school of thought and use non-traditional ways to disseminate ABA. And I reposted a video that I thought was super funny, super cute, had nothing to do with ABA, but it made me think of an ABA procedure. And so I downloaded it and put an ABA caption over it, and right now it hit 4 million views. And I was like, what? But in my mind, I'm like, now 4 million people now understand how airless learning works just through a funny video that I saw on Instagram. So just giving yourself permission to disseminate in whatever way you see fit. I never thought that I would actually be invited to a conference or publish an article. So that's why I started inviting myself to my local churches and local schools. I would teach at, talk at my children's career fairs and teen pregnancy communities. I started making my own way of disseminating that.
Dom, the BCBA mom.
That's why I'm looking at our notes and we gave her that question. I said right, she could say it best.
I was gonna pass on that one.
No, you wasn't.
Funny little story from a conference last week. I was standing in line and Dom had just gone past, and I said, all right, bye, Dom, I'll see you. And there were some women standing in front of me, and they were like, oh my goodness, I wanted to say hi to her, but I was so scared I didn't want to say anything to her. And I was like, no, she's the sweetest. So Dom, everybody knows Dom, the BCBA mom, and if you didn't, now you do. So moving on to our next question, maintaining our mental.
So just so everyone's even. Come on, Alexis.
Hey. Right after the panel, I got to be a part of the mentorship session. And listen, this was next level. I mean, people got to sign up for 15-minute sessions to get mentored by the absolute legends in our field. I'm talking Dr. Linda LeBlanc, Dr. Tyra Sellers, Portia James, Dr. Nicole Hollis. Dr. Shelby Dorsey, Amanda Ralston, and all of the other keynote speakers. It was just an amazing event to be a part of. I was standing there thinking, hold up, am I really here giving advice among some of the greatest minds in ABA? Surreal? Absolutely surreal. It's one of those moments when you just can't believe you're in the room. You have a seat at the table, but also you know you're exactly where you are supposed to be. And shout out to my sister Davina, who did all of my videography, my vlogging, and everything that I needed. Everyone just loved her. Because we look so much alike, so many people thought she was me. Comment below if you think me and my sister look just alike. And I finally got to meet Allison, the founder of Sidekick Learning. We did an RBT training over the summer together. We collaborated. We're going to do more training together. I was on her podcast, so it was amazing to meet in person.
And we just like, bye.
I brought my sister.
You get to see that all of the people you've been fangirling over all these years on social media, they're just real people, and they're real cool people. So it felt like family. It felt like home. I had an amazing experience, and this was just day 2. Now day 3. Oh, day 3 was my fave. Y'all ready for this? Cue the dramatic pause. It was my keynote time, and when I say I was ready, your girl was ready. The topic was Stop Preaching to the Choir, ABA's call to expand its reach to a global influence.
Every time
Boom.
I get into this,
I'm about to bring it.
Pop. Oh, wrong floor. It's just kidding. Going down.
I had the pleasure of meeting the Behavior Live team. They were amazing. They got me all set up with technical support. I felt like I was really hitting the main stage. I had a quick pep talk with Janet, the executive director of WIBA this year, and she was amazing.
There's a woman in the Marriott with they're called Red Coats, and she's a customer care. She's the one that I was like, oh, you should totally come in because Dominique is here to play talk. And so she's like, okay, I'll sneak in and watch from the back. So
I have this phenomenal, outstanding woman speak. And we immediately said yes, and I said, you know what?
And just to add the cherry on top, I was introduced by the one and only Adrienne Bradley. So I already knew it was about to be a vibe.
All about community, and I can't wait for you all to learn from my dear friend, Dominique Schiller.
All to expand its reach and create a profound global influence.
So if you're wondering why I came in so clean with a gangster lady, 6 weeks post-knee surgery today, and I know some of you guys were like, I am my scooter, rolling. The infamous Philosopher's TLC. And their oh so famous lyrics, don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. You see, those lyrics resonate with the field of ABA in so many ways. Picture this, just like those Zoom meetings where we were all business at the top and party at the bottom. But once again, it's time to redefine our ABA style. Let's break out of our comfort zone. And in the words of Sister Mary Clarence, I am going to turn you guys into a choir. I wish I was on Sunday, but it's all right. From in 2006, as cited in Pure et al., is ABA becoming too narrowly focused, fixated solely on developmental disorders,
with a diminished emphasis on
behavior analysis and brain injury rehabilitation, education, health and fitness, substance abuse, working with our aging population, or organizational behavior management that could also use a little TLC. You saw what I did there?
Is ABA truly expanding into the diverse corners of the human experience? Or have we inadvertently confined ourselves to the familiar echoes within our own familiar sanctuaries? In other words, are we preaching to the choir? Everyone has stood up. You have all consented to actively participating in our next exercise, even if it makes you a little bit uncomfortable. But trust me, it's all in love. It's all in love.
We laughed, we cried, we danced a little. Okay, maybe we danced a lot. And y'all, my sister, she even started crying. She saw how much work I put into this, into being here in this moment, and that just took me all the way out. I had such a great pleasure meeting such amazing people in the field like Black WIBA and Black Men in Behavior Analysis and all of the keynote speakers invited here today. I looked up and there were a line of men and women waiting to take pictures, to chat, and do you know what they said? Dom, your YouTube channel has changed my ABA journey. What? I mean, tears. I'm not ready for that kind of love, but I am so grateful. That moment, more than anything, reminding me of why I do what I do. This experience was beyond my wildest dream. I felt like I was on Beyonce's world tour, and I can't wait for the next one. WIBA, y'all did y'all thing. See you soon. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe.